Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show review. Game over for Drake. The Super Bowl halftime show is Plato's perfect form of pomp and ceremony, a corporate-sponsored, highly choreographed musical performance used to entice people who don't follow the NFL into watching TV in order to secure even higher ad fees from Doritos and Dunkin' Donuts. Over the years, it has provided moments of great spectacle. Prince playing Purple Rain in the Rain, Rihanna announcing her pregnancy flanked by hundreds of sperm-looking dancers in duvet drip. But it's never been a sight of serious artistry. Its biggest controversies, Janet Jackson's nip slip, MIA's middle finger, have been teenage in their puerility. Could that change with the arrival to the Super Bowl stage of Lamar, one of this decade's great public intellectuals, a Pulitzer Prize-winning rapper who has transformed the possibilities of hip-hop? It's an unlikely match for the NFL in an ordinary year, but performing in front of a president who has attacked intellectualism, Black activism, and the communities in which Lamar was raised, it felt momentous before it even began. But Lamar was not necessarily looking to make a statement. He's in the most mischievous part of his career and at the crest of his mainstream popularity. In 2024, he released a series of dueling diss tracks with Drake, which culminated in Not Like Us, a song that spent the summer atop the Billboard 200 and repeatedly, and specifically calls Drake a pedophile. It's a joyous song of defiance, but one with a churlish undertone that doesn't fit with the Super Bowl's inclusivity. So which Kendrick would be arriving in New Orleans? The prophet or the provocateur? In the end, we got flavors of both, with an uneven but ambitious set that was arguably the most esoteric in the Super Bowl's history, perhaps at the expense of landing a knockout blow. It began with Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam, playing the American machine that berated Lamar. "It's your Uncle Sam, and this is the Great American Game." Lamar began the show atop a 1987 Buick Grand National GNX, the rare car for which his album is named. He performed an unreleased and unnamed track, known on the Kendrick Lamar subreddit as Bodies, an early sign that he wasn't in New Orleans to play crowd pleasers. His outfit also spoke to a sense of self-possession. He wore a varsity jacket by the British designer Martine Rose and the most incredible pair of boot-cut jeans, something straight off the rack from Mid-00's American Eagle. The set warmed up with Squabble Up and Humble as dancers flooded the stage dressed in red, white, and blue tracksuits, a nod both to the Americana of the occasion and potentially a moment of unity between Compton's two rival gangs. When the all-black dance cast started to interplay to form the American flag, it was a moment that felt weighted with significance as Trump looked on, and was rumored to have left shortly after. As Uncle Sam Jackson yelled at Lamar that he was too loud, too reckless, too ghetto, perhaps in a precursor to how this set will be reviewed in red states. Lamar moved into an expansive set that resembled a tarmac Compton street corner. Another impressive set that was reminiscent of E.S. Devlin's Compton street corner that Lamar performed on with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Eminem at the Super Bowl 2 years ago. It felt at times more like a Lincoln Center play than a halftime show, with dense layered flows and an interplay of dance, Jackson's spoken word moments, and Lamar album tracks that didn't always combine to make an obvious point. Lamar is able to deploy one of the greatest flows in the history of rap, but the onslaught of complex verses didn't always work in this arena, and you occasionally longed for a rousing anthem like Alright or Bitch, Don't Kill My Vibe. But things changed halfway through the set when he teased Not Like Us in a funny interplay with 4 female dancers. As the opening bars of the song played over the PA, Kendrick joked, "I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love to sue," a reference to Drake's ongoing defamation lawsuit against the pair's shared record label, Universal Music. In the week leading up to the Super Bowl, there were some rumors that the lawsuit would prevent the song being performed.